records of ancient Greece. Persephone, the radiant daughter of Demeter, goddess of harvest and fertility, spent her days in nature, surrounded by vibrant meadows and flowers. She was the embodiment of spring itself, her laughter bringing life to the earth. Wherever she walked, flowers bloomed, and the air was sweet with the new scent of growth. She lived in harmony with her mother, under the lofty eye of the gods. But one fateful day, as Persephone wandered in a secluded field, marveling at the beauty around her, the ground beneath her feet suddenly split open. From the dark chasm below, Hades, the lord of the underworld, emerged in his black chariot. His eyes had long been fixed on Persephone, and he had grown captivated by her beauty and light. In a swift motion, he seized her, taking her down into the depths of the underworld to make her his queen. Persephone cried out, and her voice was swallowed by the earth, and no one heard her pleas. Above, the flowers wilted where she had stood, the once lush fields falling silent. When Demeter discovered her daughter was missing, her sorrow knew no bounds. She scoured the earth day and night, her grief deepening as time passed with no sign of Persephone. She searched the highest mountains, the deepest valleys, and even the rivers and oceans, but all in vain.
Persephone, where are you?
Goddess, we've searched everywhere. She's nowhere to be found.
My child. My life. Gone.
Consumed by anguish, Demeter abandoned her divine duties as the goddess of the harvest. The once fertile land grew cold, crops withered, and no new life sprung forth. The fields that had been lush with wheat turned barren. The trees that had once bent under the weight of fruit now stood lifeless. The river slowed, the skies darkened, and a chilling wind swept over the land. Humanity suffered greatly under Demeter's grief. Famine spread across the world, and people, once prosperous, began to starve. With no food to sustain them, villages were deserted, and the land lay desolate. The gods on Mount Olympus watched as prayers for mercy rose from every corner of the earth. But Demeter's pain was too deep. She would not restore life to the earth until her daughter was returned. Finally, Zeus, the king of the gods, could no longer ignore the pleas of both mortals and immortals. He summoned Hades to release Persephone. Hades, though reluctant, knew he could not defy Zeus.
Hades, return Persephone to her mother. But Zeus, she's mine now. You cannot defy my will.
However, before letting Persephone return to the surface, he devised a cunning plan. He offered her pomegranate seeds, and unaware of the consequence, Persephone ate a few.
Taste these, my queen.
They're sweet.
In the ancient laws of the underworld, anyone who partook of food in the realm of the dead would forever be bound to it. When Demeter and Persephone were reunited, Demeter's joy brought life back to the earth. The flowers bloomed once more, crops sprang from the ground, and the warmth of the sun returned. Humanity rejoiced as famine gave way to abundance, but their happiness was short-lived.
My child, you're back. Mother, I missed you.
What's this?
I ate them. I didn't know.
Persephone, having eaten the food of the dead, will spend part of each year with Hades. So, our time together is fleeting.
I'll return to you, Mother, with the spring.
Zeus had decreed that because Persephone had eaten the food of the underworld, She would spend part of each year with Hades as his queen. For the months that Persephone was with her mother, the earth would flourish. But when she returned to the underworld, Demeter's sorrow would descend once more, and the earth would again grow barren and cold. Thus, the changing of the seasons was born. Spring and summer came to symbolize the joyous time when Persephone was with Demeter, and the earth was alive with new growth, warmth, and vitality. But in autumn, as Persephone returned to Venus, the days grew shorter, the leaves fell, and winter approached, a time of death and dormancy, when the world fell into stillness, waiting for her return. Autumn's chill, winter's sleep,
Mother, I'm home.
spring's awakening. This cycle of life and death reflected not only the changing seasons, but the balance between life and the inevitability of loss. Persephone's journey between the world of the living and the dead became a reminder of the fragility of life, the inevitability of death, and the promise of freedom even after the harshest winter. The end.